Hello dear student, welcome to another video in Schools of Linguistics. Today we will be talking about historical linguistics. This is lesson number 10. Historical linguistics, also termed diachronic linguistics. That is, it is the scientific study of language change over time. Principles concerned of historical linguistics include. So these are the principles behind historical linguistics theory. They basically study language from the historical point of view. Okay, so to describe and account for observable or observed changes in particular language. So they account for anything that is observable, including, for example, sound change or vocabulary. To construct the prehistory of languages and to determine their relatedness, grouping them into language families, etc. So what they do exactly? So they construct the prehistory of languages. By studying languages over time, they come up with how to group languages in languages that are related to each other. So they started grouping languages in the and they come up with this family tree of languages. Okay, that's comparative linguistics. The other thing is that their study, of course, their study concludes or includes to develop general theories about how and why language changes. So when they study languages, and they find some similarities and differences between languages, that's how they develop theory about how language changes. To study the history of words, etymology. So by studying and comparing languages together and studying how sound changes, how word changes, okay, so that's etymology, the study of words. Scholars were concerned with establishing language families using the comparative method, which comprised a set of a set of principles whereby languages could be systematically compared with respect to their sound system, grammatical structures, and vocabulary. So their study of languages following comparative study results in systematically comparing languages in terms of their sound system, so the similarities between languages in terms of sound system, in terms of grammatical structures, and in terms of vocabulary. Comparative linguistics, originally comparative philology, is a branch of historical linguistics that is concerned with comparing languages in order to establish their historical relatedness. So comparative philology studied, or comparative linguistics studies or studied languages in terms of their historical point of view in order to establish their relatedness, how language were related to each other. And the findings of historical linguistics, so this is what they find from their comparative study of languages. They found this, and they came up with this family tree of languages. So I want you to pause this video and take a look at the languages, how they grouped them together. This is like a family of languages. Each language is a sister to another or daughter to another, depending on the similarities between the languages. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed and learned from this video, and see you in the next one.